no matter where I went. I just called up a Cold Stone. When I was looking for colleges, I looked to see where the nearest Cold Stone was. That was like how I considered what schools I was gonna go to, because I enjoyed my job that much.
Welcome to another episode of Bold Entrepreneurs, where we talk to CEOs, founders, creators, all over a bowl of cereal. As always, I am your host, Mike Press, and today's guest, I'm super excited about him. He is the biggest ice cream focused digital creator in the world. Mind you, I said the world. The #1 food and beverage creator on TikTok, has one of the fastest growing followings on YouTube at 2.5 million in just 7 months. He has his first ice cream location in New York City in NoHo called Ketchin. He is, in my opinion, the new school ice cream man, Dylan Lemay. Make some noise for him one time. All right, man, we're here with a bowl of cereal. What do you got in your jar?
I have Captain Crunch here, peanut butter crunch.
What kind of milk do you drink?
Whole milk.
Somebody else got the whole cow.
I'm a good old Midwestern boy. I gotta go the right way.
Thank you. You'd be shocked how you win. Okay, this is your first rodeo. Yep, I'm gonna let you deal with all that. Yep. See, that ain't enough.
It will be for now. There you go.
Dylan, where you from, man?
I'm from Michigan.
What part of Michigan?
Right outside Detroit, Taylor, Michigan.
Taylor, Michigan.
Yeah.
Big city, small city?
It's like in the middle, a good little suburb. The good old car industry.
Did like anybody in your family like work like Ford?
Yep. Yeah. It's like my dad's side of the family is Ford. My mom's side of the family is Chevy, and so it's like kind of this like rivalry. And when I got my first car, I got a Ford, and I took it to show my grandpa, and he cried because it was like this like moment for him. Yeah. It's just kind of funny, but it's like built into their life. I mean, majority of pretty much everyone that I grew up with, like their families all moved there to work in the auto industry at one point, because that's where jobs were.
What'd you want to be when you grew up?
As a kid, I don't know why, but I wanted to be a marine biologist. I think it was a movie. I think it was Free Willy. I think that's honestly probably why. Do you remember that movie? You ever watched it?
Hell yeah, I watched Free Willy. All right. Ice cream truck comes up. What was your go-to thing to get from the ice cream truck?
A 2-ball screwball. You know what that is?
Hell no.
No?
Never heard of that day in my life.
It's like a, it's kind of like sherbet almost, but it comes in like a cone, and you eat to the bottom, and it has 2 gumballs in the bottom. I don't know why. That's just what I liked. I wasn't into one of those popsicles. Did you eat like the SpongeBob popsicle? Is that what you got, or?
Nah. I was a firecracker guy.
Oh, like a bomb pop, or? Yeah, those are really good too.
All right, so at 15, first job was at Cold Stone Creamery, right?
Yeah.
Was this like a forethought? You're like, this is what I want to do, or was it just like, I need a job real quick?
It was neither. Like, one of my friends was a cake decorator at Cold Stone, and then he got upgraded to manager, and he needed someone to decorate his cakes, and he's like, "You're an artistic kid. Do you want a job?" And I was like, "Sure, it sounds fun."
Okay.
So he trained me how to decorate some cakes, and then it just was way more fun than I ever thought it'd be, and so I just kept finding a Cold Stone no matter where I went. I just called up a Cold Stone. When I was looking for colleges, I looked to see where the nearest Cold Stone was. That was like how I considered what schools I was gonna go to, because I enjoyed my job that much.
What was it about having that job that made it like so serious that you even decided college based on that?
I think it's such a fun job because you get to be a part of everyone's fun events. So like every time someone has a birthday, they come in, they get an ice cream cake, or celebrating all kinds of things. I've made people's cakes for their 2 years sobriety, like all kinds of like interesting things that you just never imagine.
You get connected to them in a different way.
You get to be a part of these people's big experience in life. And if you do a good job, then they'll come to you for all of these things. And so you build these like good relationships. And I tried other jobs and nothing compared. It just wasn't as rewarding.
2020, you start making ice cream video content, right? How did that happen?
So it wasn't me. Like I didn't want to do it. I didn't really want to be a creator. I'm kind of shocked that I'm like here right now.
Yeah.
So during lockdown, we were all pretty bored, and a lot of my employees got sent back from college, and so my summer staff became like my year staff because they were back home. And one of them, she said, my goal for the summer is to become TikTok famous. So like, okay, cool, let's figure this out. And we just started playing around, making videos. And in the process, I ended up really figuring out how to make videos, and I ended up really enjoying it. And so I started creating a ton of videos, and I posted my first video, I hit 300,000 views, and we all celebrated together. We figured it out how to make videos, and then within 56 days, I hit my first 1 million followers on TikTok, which was crazy. Yeah.
So how'd you come up with the whole you're patenting ice cream balls and throwing them?
So I've worked with ice cream for 11 years now, and at the time I was coming with ice cream balls, it was a little closer to 9.5 or so. And then also my time working with content. So when I worked at Cold Stone, it was scooping it, making it into a ball. And so these kids would try to do it at home. I mean, you know how it is to scoop ice cream out of a container. Like, it's not easy. And so Yep, and so I'm watching these kids do it. By the time they do it, it's already like a mess. And then they're mixing it up, and they're trying to throw it. So like, it was just bad. So I was like, how do I fix this problem for them? And so I was just thinking, I didn't know how I would ever do it or how I'd get it to them. But I was like, it'd be cool if I could come up with some type of like ice cream product where they could throw it around first, and then once it kind of gets soft, then they can mix it. So kind of like reversing the process and making it fun. And so it's kind of where the ice cream ball like concept kind of came to mind. And as I started to try to like maybe figure it out in my head of how I could possibly do this, I ended up meeting some people that want to help me open my own ice cream shop. So what I did is I put the two things together, but then also the ice cream ball solves a ton of problems that I had with ice cream, not only eating it, but serving it and working with it, is that everything's like pre-done. So now, remember we talked about how I enjoy like talking with my customer? Yeah. Now I don't have to ask them 15 questions about what ice cream they want, because it's already together as a ball. I don't have to waste my time scooping it. I can engage with the customer way more. But then now we get to bond over me launching it to them, which wasn't really my plan at the time, but so many customers would come in and ask us to throw it to them. Yeah. But my favorite part about all is that cookie dough ice cream is a great example. When you get cookie dough, it's like you go on a treasure hunt to find each little piece of cookie dough. Well, with the ice cream ball, we wrap the entire ball in cookie dough. So now we've solved the problem for those people that love the toppings in ice cream. Our ice cream, we can control and make sure that every single scoop of ice cream has the perfect amount of toppings in it. So the ball solves like so many issues. Those are just the highlights. Like, I could go break it down even more past that, but there's so much to it.
Broke ice cream down into the science.
Yes, yeah.
So wait, so all right, so when you said you're throwing it to them, right? For the people that may not be familiar with you, right? Kind of describe like what that even looks like.
Yeah.
Because right now, probably somebody's just like,
yep, we just whip it at you. No. So originally, when we started the ice cream shop, we were just gonna do tricks like hibachi or like flair bartending, where we'll throw ice cream back and forth as the servers, and you'll watch it as like a little show, and it'll be fun. You might want to record it or something. But then so many people kept coming in and saying, I want to catch the ice cream. And so eventually we have these buckets now. And what we'll do is, since our ice cream's in a ball, we give you the bucket, you take a couple steps back, and we just give you a nice little underhand pitch, and you catch it in the container. Or if you want to go as far as the other side of the room and you want us to launch it to you, we'll do that too. And so really it's just about like having fun with it, and you give the ice cream back to us, and we mix it up together, incorporate those toppings inside, and then you get to eat it.
It's cool, man. I want to talk about kind of like the fame of what you've been able to acquire over a very short amount of time. You're from Taylor, Michigan. Not the biggest place in Michigan. Did you feel the fame being there?
So when I started creating my videos, I was in Missouri at the time, but it was during lockdown. So no one was really associating with each other. Everyone was inside. And so for me, it felt like they were just numbers on a page. Like, I didn't understand what the numbers were, and when I tried to understand them, it would freak me out, so I just didn't. And so really it took a long time to kind of understand what was happening. And I think one of the first times, like, I went to the store and I got recognized by somebody. But at that point, it just kind of felt like, oh, they recognize me because I make them ice cream.
Because you've been here, You're not associating that it's from the phone, and not that you're thinking like, oh, well, you know me because I give ice cream out.
Exactly. Okay. But over time, eventually, when I'd go to like a new place and I could like pack out a whole ice cream store with random customers because they saw it online that I was going to be there, that's when it kind of starts to sink in. But it is a lot of fun where it kind of breaks the ice. If I meet someone for the first time, they feel like they know me because they watch my videos. And so for me, it's like I can really enjoy that moment of easing them but making this special for them. But it breaks the ice. It's not awkward at like meeting for the first time.
You said that, meeting people, and then you talked about a little bit about the first location, right, that you have. Can you tell people the story behind your first location with the landlord?
Oh, yeah. So this is a lot of fun. So many things have like been blessings from having my videos that I've just never imagined would happen. And so for our spot, we're at 65 Bleecker Street in New York City. That's our catch and ice cream. And as we were looking for locations, it was really difficult, and I was documenting all this on YouTube. And we ended up finding out that the reason why we were able to get the spot that we had, our landlord is very strict. He likes to have things a very specific way. And his kid watches my video, He's like, hey Dad, this guy, you gotta figure this out so you can get this spot. And so really we would have never got the location we have if the kid didn't watch my videos. So it kind of blows my mind. Like, you never know who's watching, you never know what can come from it. And we have so many moments, so many stories like that where somebody's kid or somebody somewhere watches the video and it just opens so many doors for us. It's crazy.
Would you say that like helped build like your community? Because I know that like your shop, you encourage people to take pictures and photos, and you want them to have that experience and push it out to other people. How big is community to you and what you do at Catch It?
Yeah, I think building the ice cream shop for the last few years, it's really just been me building the best gift that I could give back to my audience. And so like each thing that we do has just been crafting this experience for them, just to kind of say like thank you for what I've done for what they've done for me for the last few years.
Yeah, you blow up on TikTok, you blow up on YouTube. How do you then transition that into a brick and mortar location?
Chris Camello, he's a YouTuber. He has a channel with a few of his friends called Dumb Money. And Chris was looking for a creator that he could partner with to kind of just do this like test business to see what creator businesses are like. There's a big creator boom after 2020. And so I got to kind of be like the guinea pig with him.
Really?
And so he figured it'd be kind of fun to do that with me. We got on a call and we talked things through, and we seemed like a good fit for each other. And so we want to try it out. And then now we're here in New York City.
So another YouTube creator offered you like an opportunity to have your own location? Wow.
Yeah, so the big thing that he was looking for, the reason why he wanted to start a business with the creators, he started a bunch of businesses before, but creators kind of have a cheat code where the normal traditional business, when you, the most expensive thing is to acquire customers because you have to do so much work to do that. With creators, we've already done the work to acquire our customer. I already have millions of people that enjoy watching my videos about ice cream, and so we really don't have to do the work to get them to come and buy your ice cream. You just kind of have to give them that product. And so that's really what we've been doing at Catch It Ice Cream.
As an entrepreneur, I'm pretty sure you get other entrepreneurs looking up to you, asking you questions.
Yeah.
You have a young entrepreneur sitting in front of you. What's like a harsh truth that you can speak to them or tell them about being an entrepreneur that they may not think of?
I guess like an encouragement I'll tell them is that like, don't get too hard on yourself about the stuff you don't know. Just try to make as many friends with people that do know those things. Like, one of the biggest things that's helped me, like I mentioned earlier, is just relying on other people to know the things that I don't know and not forcing myself to be someone I'm not, because that's not good for me or the business.
I think that's like a powerful thing that you said. Like you rely on other people to know the things that you don't. And it's almost like you don't want to step on other people's toes because you know what you're good at. And that's where you stay. What's next?
For me, it's really just like kind of slowing down and enjoying the moment and not grinding so much for like the next thing the whole time. But like, working still, but just like sitting in this moment, because I think for so long it was just all about the grind and the next thing and the next thing, that I was just zooming through life and just speeding by all these enjoyable things. But now I want to make sure I'm enjoying the moment.
I think that's the perfect way to end. The way that we solidify things here on Bold Entrepreneurs is that we have to drink this whole bowl of milk.
Oh, gotcha. I just added more syrup.
I told you, this rookie over here. I told you. Ain't nothing like that good sugar milk.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Thanks so much, man.
Thank you.
Gotta look
Yeah, you too. I left it there for the camera.